Welcome to the 8th season of the television series Steppin' Outdoors. I'm your host, Stephanie Rainey. I've combined my passion for the outdoors along with my experience as an outdoor writer and videographer to present you a television show filled with exciting outdoor adventures from the beautiful White Mountains of Arizona. Join me each week as I venture into the outdoors to bring you programs about the fascinating people and places of northern Arizona. All of this while providing you a glimpse into what awaits us all in the great outdoors. Welcome to a very special edition of Steppin' Outdoors. On today's show, I'm near Roosevelt Lake to film a hunt of a lifetime lion hunt for a young man from Alabama. It's sure to be an exciting show, so be sure and stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Stephen Mitchell. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. We've came to Arizona for a mountain lion hunt. Cabela and a hunt of a lifetime have sent me on it. I was a St. Jude patient. I had leukemia, ALL, for 4.5 years. I've been in remission for 3, and this was one of my wishes to come out here and mountain lion hunt. I've always been a good hunter, and it's something I always wanted to do.
Well, this is the first morning of the hunt. We met the guides at Jake's Corner and began formulating a game plan. Here's Stephen and Steve speaking with one of the guides about what all goes on during a lion hunt. And what a beautiful morning it turned out to be, cool and crisp. Perfect for a lion hunt. I had forgotten how glorious the desert mornings are, so quiet and peaceful. Of course, this was February and not the middle of July when it's 100 degrees in the shade. We all enjoyed watching the desert come alive each and every morning. Personally, I miss the smell, the sounds, and the animals of the desert. And here's some of the hounds that were going to be helping Stephen on his search for a lion. Oh, and this was pretty cool. Stephen and his guide found this trap down a wash.
It's a live trap. What they do is they'll trap coyotes and bobcat, fox, I guess. Anything they can. Ringtail cat. Can't use steel jaw traps on a public land anymore, so everybody's going to live traps. Pretty neat. You can see where they sprayed the sin in there. Rabbit foot. In the old days, on your traps, you have to have a tag with your number on it. You got issued a tag. I'm sure that might be what that is up there. That might be their info. But you had to have it on there with your tag.
And once the sun came up, the animals began roaming around. Like this deer we spotted. I kept looking for a big old buck, but we never did see one. We hadn't gone too far and one of the guides found this lion track, but it was old. This sure was great lion country.
My name is Steve Mitchell. My son, Stephen Mitchell, is a leukemia survivor through St. Jude. We've been invited by Hunt of a Lifetime to do a lion hunt. It's part of the recovery process as I see it, because he'd been through a lot for 3.5 years of chemotherapy and a lot of hospitalization and a lot of good times and a lot of bad times. But there's always the light that you see at the end of the tunnel, and it's going to be there. You just got to hang in there and know that it's going to be all right. Trust in your doctors, and just make sure that you're the one in charge of your child, because if it wasn't for God taking care of us, we wouldn't be here today. I know that for a fact. I stayed by his side for 3.5 years in the hospital, and he's still by my side today, some years later, and it's been a roller coaster ride. It's been a good roller coaster ride. It's been an experience that we will live for the rest of our lives, you know, and it gives us strength knowing that there's people out there that do take care of people like my son, you know, especially St. Jude. I can't say enough about St. Jude. They call the $1 million man. Well, he's probably the $5 million man, as much money as they spend on him. But their goal is to treat and cure, and get the survival rate as high as they can get it, and they're accomplishing it in great leaps and bounds right now.
Stephen, you want to tell the people a little bit about the tattoo that you have on your wrist?
Yes, this is the St. Jude symbol. This is my patient number. They keep my records, so that's how I'm identified at St. Jude. I've signed up for research to help the people that do have leukemia, help them in the future that would have such side effects from the chemo, and take some of it out. So this was a blessing. It saved my life. So St. Jude is a wonderful place. If you ever can donate, please do. They'll take anybody and everybody.
Tell them a little bit about what all they did for you there. I mean, they sent you and your dad down, paid for the plane trips down to Mobile. Is that, or that where the St. Jude's is?
No, St. Jude is located in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
And they paid for everything. My bills probably added up over $2 million, and I didn't have to pay a thing. They paid for my room and board, my food, anything and everything that you needed. And it's just a wonderful place.
You had to have chemo for how long?
It was just over 3.5 years, every day. So it was a battle, but when you go into situations like that, you got to be ready to fight. So luckily I made it through.
What do you think? What did you draw upon to make it through those days?
Mainly my family and my religion, and just prayer.
That helped you through some of the dark times?
Yes, yeah, helped out a lot. I wouldn't be here without prayer from family and churches and other people that would go out of their way and not even know me, and just pray for me.
And I see, I mean, a lot of people have helped you along the way. It sounds like, you know, that everybody was always rooting for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was pretty much my backbone. It kept me from, you know, get down, and it gave me something to look forward to whenever I got out and got done. So it kept me alive.
And what do you see for your future? What would you like to do?
I would like to be a game warden, actually, because I've always been outdoors type of guy. Since I was 5 years old, I've been hunting and fishing. So
And down in Alabama, you hunt what all types of, besides deer?
Deer, alligator, boar, quail. I mean, it can go on and on. Quail, dove,
Anything there is to hunt.
Anything and everything. Yep.
This was the second morning of the hunt, and what a great way to start it off. A beautiful sunrise. We started driving up a different road than the day before. This one was a bit more treacherous and rocky. I did get to try out Steve and Steven's Nissan Pathfinder they rented at the airport. That was fun, driving up through the mountains.
We're gonna run up this ridge here a little bit, because this is like a main traffic area where these lines run back and forth on. So we're just gonna take and free cast a little, see if we can't pick up any track or scent. So make a little stretch our legs and run some dogs.
Here's Stephen's first hike in the desert, cactus and all. I informed Stephen the favorite saying that we Arizonans like to tell people new to the desert. Everything in the desert will either stick ya, stab ya, sting ya, or bite ya. Welcome to the desert. Well, the guides let the hounds loose to do their jobs while the rest of us hiked behind. We never had to worry about getting lost, though, as we could always tell where the vehicles were because we could hear the dogs that were left behind back at the vehicles. They kept howling their displeasure of being left behind from the others. We hiked up high and could see forever. It was beautiful up on that mountain. I had no idea where we were or where we were going, but it sure was a fun adventure. I think Stephen and Steve were enjoying our little trek in the desert, but we had no idea what we were to run into next.
We just came out of this canyon, and how cool. It looks like they used to mine over here. There's a mine shaft and such. Let's go take a look.
This is the remains of the Bluebird mine. There were assorted mining remains, fallen wooden buildings, tracks all over the place, and an old assayer's office that was covered with corrugated metal siding. I did some investigating once I got home and found out that the Bluebird mine was discovered in 1938 and is named after the Bluebird azurite mineral that was found in the mine. Bluebird azurite can be attractive and desirable and is highly sought after by collectors and jewelers. This is a large ore chute, a conveyor of some sort with tracks leading from the mine to the conveyor and then to the ore chute again. Here's the mine shaft. It's been blocked off.
That's old saw cut. That is old stuff.
What do you think of that?
That's cool. I think I'd like to go in one day just see what it looked like. But I don't know about the snakes, though.
What'd you think, Stephen?
It's pretty country. Ready to find a line, though.
And here's another entrance to the mine. It's also been blocked off.
Chris Watson with Orion Guide. We're here in southern Arizona, kinda. Southern Arizona, looking for a lion for a hunt of a lifetime. We got a couple guys here, 2 other guys with dogs, and just did a little walk, trying to find a lion, and that's what we do, is mountain lion hunts, bear hunts, elk hunts, deer hunts, coyote hunts. We do it all. Today we're trying to do a hunt of a lifetime for a kid and get him a lion.
After we got back to the vehicles, we were off again and running. The road was rocky and steep, but made for an interesting ride.
Didn't do too bad a job riding around these mountains in a mule. You won't see that, you know.
Then it happened. Lion tracks were spotted. The guides took off with a couple dogs looking to see if they could find more lion sign. The dogs were ready to go. Now all we needed was a lion. Most of us were just sitting around eating a sandwich and chatting when all of a sudden,
Hey guys, bring the rifle, we got him caught!
now we had to charge up the hill fast and get to the lion. The dogs had it treed. No one thought that the lion would be so close to us. We were just sitting around eating, and this lion probably had been watching us the whole time. The lion was too close to take with a rifle, so Stephen pulled out his .40 caliber Glock. Wow, there it is. Look at those teeth. Wow, I've never been so close to a mountain lion. And look at this photo I took.
I just stopped to look at tracks, get a sandwich, and we let the dogs out. And they treated the cat just right over here. He was so close I got to take him down with my .40 Glock. I shot him probably about 3 or 4 times. He finally went down. It's the first cat I ever killed in a mountain lion.
What do you think?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
What do you think about Arizona?
Oh, it's
Why?
beautiful country. Beautiful country.
We let the dogs out. We were following tracks, and dogs jumped it right down here on this rock pile, and it didn't go very far. We treated it right here, and dogs had it and got them all off. Got them up here so we could shoot it. Good shooting right there.
What's the name of your dog?
This is Max right here, a blue tick.
And here's the guides carrying the lion off the mountain. Look at the size of those paws. Turns out it was a female lion about 90 pounds.
Amber told me to stop, so we stopped and we got out and looked, and there was a track. Then we started looking around, and she'd come back to the road a couple times, and so we just started walking the tracks out, and we found where it had left. And we walked it up the wash, decided that was the right track, so we came back to the truck and grabbed a few dogs, put them out on it, and it took them a little while to get going, and then they started trailing. And then we were walking down to the truck to get some more dogs, and we look over and see the lion running in front of the dogs, and they jump in the tree, and then there it is.
I want to thank Cabela and Hunt of a Lifetime for sending me on this trip. This is the first cat I got, and she's a beauty. Didn't think I could get it this fast. I said the odds were pretty slim to none, but I guess I got lucky.
Some good guides,
I had some great guides.
good dogs.
Yep.
Just persistent in the hunt of a beautiful animal like this.
Yep. Stopped to get a sandwich, came back with a cat.
Right.
Hey, well, I thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your hunt of a lifetime. It was an experience of a lifetime. I've never been on a lion hunt, and boy, when it happened fast. You know, we were just eating lunch, having a few sandwiches, and then they just hollered off the hill, you know, bring a rifle. And we got up that hill in no time quick. I bet you we could never run that fast again, huh?
Probably not, but I thank you too.
Oh, you're
really
very welcome.
I appreciate it. It's been one of my dreams for a while now.
Well, that's great. I'm glad we could fulfill that dream, and now's the easy part. You got a couple days, you can go have some fun and see what Arizona's about.
Yeah, I was just talking to the guide. He might see if we can get a coyote or something too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So
You could always take a trip to the Grand Canyon or something too, since you're here.
yeah, that would be nice. I've never been there, so that would be nice too. But I'm not a real big city folk, so I love the outdoors, and you can't get no more beautiful than this.
No, I mean it was a great time. I truly enjoyed it. How about a big hug? Wow, those dogs are still excited. What a hunt. That was so exciting. Hey, I thank you so much for watching, and I want to thank all the volunteers who helped make this hunt of a lifetime possible. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for another edition of Steppin' Outdoors.
And a special thanks goes out to Mogollon Sporting Association, Amber Marshall, Brandon Hancock, Rodney Jones, Chris Watson, Mogollon Taxidermy, Cabela Sporting Goods Store, and all the people who volunteered and businesses that helped make this hunt of a lifetime possible.